Again, that's Gio Benitez there. Today, the Energy Department is expected to announce a buyback plan to help refill our emergency oil reserves. The White House would seek bids to buy 60 million barrels of crude. This would be the first time since the early 2000s that the Energy Department has acquired large quantities of oil like this. That stockpile has been drained by the war in Ukraine and sales mandated by Congress to raise revenue. This is not a quick fix kind of thing, though. The process will take years, and 60 million barrels will only refill about 1/3 of what was released. But it's not just about refilling here. The Biden administration is actually hoping that this buyback plan will encourage domestic oil production by basically guaranteeing a source of future demand. Mortgage rates hit their highest level since 2009 this week. Freddie Mac reporting that the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged a little over 5.2%. That's up from 5.1% last week. This is well above the 2.9% average from this time last year. Those rates have really been moving up. This trend has pushed rates more than 2 percentage points higher this year alone. That is the fastest pace in decades, as again, the Fed continues to raise interest rates, and that affects mortgage rates. Airbnb is putting strict new rules in place to crack down on unauthorized parties during the summer holidays. Users who don't have a history of positive reviews will not be allowed to book a home for just one night. Customers will also have to confirm that they understand the company can take legal action for breaking the rules. These restrictions come after 2 teenagers were killed at a large party held last month at a property in Pittsburgh, where many of the guests were minors. Airbnb says these new rules will be in place for the Memorial Day weekend as well as the 4th of July weekend. From TV commercials to pop-ups on your favorite websites, advertising seems like it's everywhere, and now it really is. It's coming to TikTok as well. It's called TikTok Pulse, and the company says this will let marketers buy ad spots on the top 4% of videos and allow select creators to get a cut of the cash. The details haven't really been shaken out just yet, but that feature would be a first for TikTok. Elon Musk says he may start charging fees on Twitter after his $44 billion deal to buy it goes through. He says the fee would be a small one and would only apply to commercial and government users, but not everyday people. Mother's Day is just days away now, and spending is expected to hit another record this year. Have you bought Mom's gift yet? That spending is up despite inflation rising to a new 40-year high. So what are the top 3 gifts that are pushing up all those outlays here in 2022? Jen Sullivan has more in today's Consumer Watch.
Happy Mother's Day!
Moms across the U.S. are going to be showered with a record-breaking amount of love this year. That's because Mother's Day spending is expected to hit historic highs.
We're seeing consumers aren't looking to skimp on loved ones when it comes to events like Mother's Day, even if they're feeling pressures in other parts of their lives.
According to the National Retail Federation, Mother's Day spending is expected to reach a total of nearly $32 billion. That's up $3.6 billion from last year, which was also a record. And that's despite rising inflation and soaring prices.
The increase in spending is not just being driven by something like inflation. It's by more consumers participating in different parts of the holidays and really looking to splurge on their moms.
The NRF says about 84% of surveyed adults are expected to celebrate Mother's Day, and they'll spend a record average of $245.76 a person. The top 3 gifts this year? Greeting cards, flowers, and a special outing like dinner or brunch for mom.
Around 57% of those we surveyed said that they're planning a special outing for Mother's Day, and that's up from 49% last year.
The NRF says one surprising thing this year was the focus on jewelry. About 41% of consumers plan to gift mom some jewelry this year. That's the most the NRF has ever seen. For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.